Hey YouTube, welcome to farming country in Oregon. We're gonna cut down a hedgerow cypress that have gotten too problematic for the people. A couple of them we've already removed, but I'll show you the rest of them. The convenience of the crane is what I want to talk about today. This here is pampas grass. It's quite proud of itself. So you got this electric fence here and all this action right over it. Guy could deal with that, right? Cut down this row by, you know, making sure you don't harm these wires, and then throwing the branches back over the fence or something. On the other side, you got these hog panels, and you got the fence here for the corral. So the crane naturally is a super cool thing because you can just pluck it from between those two things and set it out in the open. I'd like to set these things closer, like get the chipper right next to it, but I don't really want to set this stuff down in this pea gravel and be dragging all these cypress limbs through the pea gravel and then putting that stuff into the chipper, because the knives are brand new, and even if they were old, it doesn't sound like a good idea. And we'll pluck these, just set them right over by the chipper. We should have the Axe 19 here today, then we could chip them a lot more efficiently, but we don't. We have the BC 1000, which is a smaller chipper. But the Axe 19, not everybody is allowed to tow that, so we couldn't bring it today because of driver issues, of which I won't go into, or I'll start to sound negative about driver related drama. Not my own, but I feel it when somebody else has driver drama. It affects other people. It's like a big green snowball, or like a, I don't know, big green virus.
A big green.
So the setting sun is over here, and that's why the one on the end is always bigger. These other two will be easier, progressively easier. So YouTube, you're always asking us how we hook these things up. This is odd because we got the stem way down low here, and then we got all these sprouts coming up above because we took a shark bite out of the middle. So we've got wires over there, electric, you know, hot wires that we don't really want to mess with. We don't want to tip it that way as it comes off. We'd prefer it was tipping this way, if anything, because this is bomb. And this is a small area here. Crane is looking really cool for this job. Super cool. Look how cool this pick looks, YouTube. It looks like like Snuffleupagus on Sesame Street. And you might be saying, it's the wrong way up. Well, yeah, so we tipped it and then rehooked it. But as you can see, we still have everything intact. Totally forgot to hit record on the camera. Either that or it's just turning itself off. I don't know. But we'll show you this next pic. We took half this tree. Now we're going to take the other half. And we want to kind of pick it straight out of there if possible, even though it's got all these gangly things out on its periphery. But if we're going to tip it, we want to tip it toward this bomb fence, you know. Like again, like that one, that fence is, you know, delicate. You don't want to like tip it that way and just flatten the fence. This fence is tough.
Okay, go and cable up a little bit. Good, boom up a little bit first. Cable down a little bit maybe. Oh, hold on. Holy sh! Alright YouTube, we're just having an exciting day today. It's all a little fun and interesting. These little cypresses, it's funny because you can look at them and say, oh yeah, that, okay, cool, yeah, oh. Bring the crane. Okay, yeah, they don't look that big. I guess we'll bring the crane. Then you get there with the crane, and then that still looks like overkill. And then you get in there with the slings, and it starts looking a little bigger, and you get your first nice top out of it. The kind of cylindrical upright. You pick the Christmas tree out of the middle. And then when it gets to this thing, it's just a whole different story. Gonna fill the box?
Gonna fill it. We got that tiny one left with an hour left to work.
Come on, Jeff.
What do we do?
What do you do? If you guys have any idea of how we could chip this thing without filling the box all the way up so we don't have to dump, then yeah, leave your reply in the comments. And please don't say chip less and make more wood. And Adam has exciting news. Do you have any news for us?
None. I can't. None.
Perfect.
He was telling me that the far outrigger was coming off the ground. But he's like one of those guys you get no information from him.
Yeah. He's the kind of reporter that doesn't actually tell you what the weather is like. You just figure it out when you're getting rained really hard on in a pair of shorts and flip-flops. Hey, that feels kind of nice. Alright, let's go take a look at what August has got going on over here, you guys. You need to be really careful with this fence. Yeah, August, you're cutting it a little close here.
Everything's still perfect. Good job, Damien.
Thanks, you too.
It's almost the weekend, so I'm gonna go camping. Take the family out camping. You guys want to see a tiny little horse? This guy, oh, he's all, you're sketchy. Look, he must bite or something. Is that why he's wearing the muzzle? He's on a diet. I bet that's what that muzzle is about. How about you? Hi. Oh, thank you. Gonna let me touch? What a cool animal. Totally awesome creature. You too, YouTube. You guys are one totally awesome bunch of creatures. This is for you, Reg Coats. Look at Caitlin. You gonna jump? You crazy. This is ice cold water. Like, I'm surprised there isn't like little chunks of ice floating down here. It's so cold. Make sure you hit the middle. Out away from the edge. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Nice job. Good job.